Hey everybody, I'm Ricky, and this is Jim. Today we are actually going to do a review of a website that's been created by one of our Niche Site School students over the last couple months. So he specifically asked us, he said, I'm not getting a lot of traffic. I don't know if my site's on the right track or not.
Just a little anxious, wondering if he's doing okay.
To be fair, we're just a little over 2 months in. We probably aren't going to see a whole ton of organic traffic yet.
Almost none.
It's going to be at least probably 4 or 5 more months before it gets real.
It takes time.
Yeah, it just does.
But right now when we're recording this, it's the fall, and so it's a good time to be, finishing Niche Site School because this kind of stuff is going to do really well during the summer months.
Yep.
So his website is lowcostplayground.com. Open another browser tab so you can kind of check out the website as we're talking. Lowcostplayground.com. So generally, we think he's doing a pretty good job. Yeah. He was worried, thinking, I should have traffic. No, it's normal not to have traffic after 2 months. It'd be weird if you did, actually. There are some things that we would change here, and so we'll talk about these, but these are mostly nitpicks. I think he did a pretty good job building this, and I do expect this site to get traffic and money.
But I want you to see that, this is something that, this guy didn't come to us with a bunch of web development experience, didn't come to us with a bunch of writing and publishing experience. In fact, I think he's a little self-conscious about his writing as well. And even so, he's been able to build something that, if I were him, I'd be proud of it. I'd be proud of
I think
he
did a good job.
Okay,
so let's start looking at some of the details. His logo here is pretty tiny. I think we need to work on the design just a little bit, just to nicen it up.
Yep.
But the number one thing, as soon as we open this website up to start the review, the number one thing that we both thought is it's not authentic. And that's just, it's so important. Look at this website. See how they're all they're all product images.
It's just, if you read the articles, they feel a lot more authentic. Okay, it's not like he's not an authentic person, but it's the images, and the images are what your eye's drawn to. So this kid with the ball thing, right? That's kind of mimicking the NBA. And to me that looks like a product image, but yet this article doesn't even, I don't even think there was a single product in that article. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of the stock image that's playing off the NBA logo. If he just had a picture of playing one of these ball games with his kid out back,
totally changes
that would be completely different.
Yeah, so look at dirtbikeplanet.com. Come here, come with me. It's completely different. Look at this. That's my kid right there. That's Ruger sitting on a dirt bike. We just went to the dirt bike store and I had him sit on a dirt bike. You don't even have to own one. Look at there. That's me right there on a dirt bike. You can't help. That's my house right there and dirt bikes in front of it. You can't come to this website and feel like it's not authentic. It just is. And it's really, really worth something to go to a website and immediately have some kind of trust. Like, this is a real person who's writing to me.
A lot of people have the question, what do I do if I can't afford to go buy all these products I want to recommend? It's fine. You know what? In your article, it's fine to have a product image from Amazon if you can't get a hold of the product. Like, if you absolutely can't, it's not in a local store, fine, whatever, that's fine. But for the feature image, especially for your article, if you can do it, these feature images that appear here, the main image you're going to put at the top of each article, I highly recommend, you don't have to show the product that you're going to maybe try to sell later on in the article. Just have something that's related to the topic and use a more of an authentic picture.
Yeah, your website's about boating and you don't have a boat. Go beg and plead somebody who has a boat to take you out for a weekend and go shoot like 200 photos with your cell phone. It's okay if they aren't super professional. In fact, it's kind of better because it feels authentic.
And the occasional stock image.
This is a
stock image, but you can't quite tell. Okay.
Yeah. The authenticity it's that one thing that you can look at your website and why didn't this succeed when everything's right? You can't, there's no substitute for authenticity. There just isn't. It is important. So, at least have the big image at the top of each post, something there. All right, but let's look at the actual headlines and the topics he's picking, and let's go through these. Okay, 14 best logo sets for 12 to 16-year-olds. Maybe this is something that he found. I could potentially see somebody Googling this. It's okay. I don't know, though, if I'm looking for a 12-year-old Lego set, I might just go straight to Amazon.
See, and that's the thing. If I go to Walmart and I walk down the Lego aisle, there are probably 40 or more different sets. And the way Legos are, this small size Lego that's going to be good for 12 to 16-year-olds, like every Lego set fits into that category. Mm-hmm. So what makes these 14 the best anyway? Like, I'm not searching for what are the best Lego sets. I'm just going to go find the Lego set that my kid thinks looks cool. If they're into Star Wars, it's going to be a Star Wars one. If they're into Batman, it's going to be the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm. I guess the thing that I would say about this one is it's not an article that I wouldn't write, because often I'm surprised. All the time I write a post that's like, maybe, and then it does really good or really bad. But it doesn't jump out to me as, ooh, this is going to be successful.
Exactly. So, not a bad article. We're not telling you to take it down. We're just telling you we probably wouldn't do it. 12
outdoor ball games for kids. A+ for me. Yeah, I can totally see people Googling this, and this screams Pinterest to me. Mom's looking for what to do with kids during the summer months. Screams Pinterest.
In fact, this whole website, it's all about, it's low-cost playground. It's all about inexpensive playing, right, for your kids. This website screams Pinterest. You shouldn't put all of your posts on Pinterest, but a lot of these, like this one, should.
And look, he's got a pin here, and he's got a Pinterest little save it right here. Awesome job. That's A+ right there, man.
Yep.
Review of the KidCraft Majestic Mansion Dollhouse plus FAQ. This one is a maybe for me. I don't write a ton of just direct reviews. Right. Sometimes I do, but not a ton. Usually I'm recommending products just like where I have a recommended gear section, just my favorites of whatever. Because, if I'm looking for a dollhouse for my daughter, I'm probably just going to go off the Amazon reviews. I don't know if that's the type of thing that I need to read a 2,000-word blog post to be sure about. It's a pretty simple product. I mean, it's a dollhouse.
Well, and the other thing that, to me, how I like to think when we write an article, how is somebody going to find this by Googling, okay? Mm-hmm. They're going to find this article maybe if they Google that specific dollhouse and the word review. Like, if they Google the dollhouse, they're going to be taken to several sales websites. So if they do say KidCraft Majestic Mansion Dollhouse Review, they may end up here. But 2 years from now, is that going to be the dollhouse anybody's searching for? I don't know. But if you were to write an article that said, hey, the KidCraft dollhouse, my favorite dollhouse of all time, whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That might be something that's kind of shareable, because it might intrigue somebody like, oh, maybe this dollhouse he's talking about is better than all the other ones. I don't know.
Also, I would just laugh so hard if you shared on your Facebook one day.
My favorite dollhouse of all time. The best dollhouse for my daughter is Polly Pockets.
So. Yeah, for your daughter, whatever. Oh, boy. So
even then, I agree with you, though. For something like a dollhouse, I'm probably just going to Amazon or to the local toy store, Walmart, wherever.
But we're not down on review posts. It's just, I don't know about a dollhouse. You just need a product that's complicated enough that you want a full in-depth review. You're buying a laptop, you're buying a camera, you're buying a house. You're buying a major tool or something for your house. You're going to look for a full review. You want to know everything about this thing before you make a big purchase. A dollhouse, you check the reviews, 4.5 stars, buy it. Yep. All right. 12 fun sidewalk chalk games for kids. A+, pin that sucker on Pinterest. Good job. How to clean and disinfect baby toys. Maybe. That could be one that people Google. Sure.
Yeah, I think that could be a decent how-to.
10 games to play outside with 2 players. Great.
I like that one.
I bet you anything he's finding most of these with our Google suggest trick that we always use. And that's good. 21 old school classics that you can play outside with your kids. We would change classics to games. 21 old school games. Otherwise, classic what? to play with your kids. Awesome. That's great. This is shareable content. It's going to do well on Pinterest and it can do well on Google. I'm liking this. Choosing a safe toddler swing, my ultimate guide. Smart. If it's just best toddler swing, and then, when you're buying a toddler swing, in the back of your head is, what's one that's really safe that they're not going to fall out of and stuff. And so you've brought out that behind, the back of the head worry. And that's very clickable in a Google search result.
If you can turn that guide into an infographic and pin it on Pinterest too, infographics get shared like crazy.
Very nice, yeah.
If you're good at the graphic design sort of side of things.
In general, we really like the website. We've mentioned some things that we would change here, but honestly, I do think this website is going to get traffic. I do think it's going to bring in an income. I think he's done a nice job. The changes here, the authenticity one is the only one that I say, ooh, bit of a red flag here. This could derail the website.
And for those review posts are great. They're fine. Maybe just look for more complicated products, right? The type of products that I'm going to think about a little bit more. I'm going to do a little bit more research before I go buy. Not so much, a fairly simple product. Even if it's a $150 product, it's a dollhouse. And, the difference between this dollhouse and this is the material it's made out of and, the layout.
This is what Niche Site School is all about. Niche Site School is the course that we teach to get people like you on YouTube wanting to start an online business, and you submit your idea to us. We'll talk about the idea, if it's monetizable, how hard it's going to get traffic, how competitive it is. We'll send you that information, and then you'll start getting an email almost every day for 60 days with like a 1-hour project you can do each day to build your site to this. I mean, this is exactly what you end Niche Site School with. A website that's easy to navigate, looks professional, will rank well on Google, you worked out the monetization, and now it's just going to take a few months for Google to start getting you that traffic and you start making money. If you're interested, go to incomeschool.com and click on Niche Site School. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. Bye, guys.